According to reports, Our Gracious Majesty the Queen has quit this. But what is this exactly? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here. Nice to see you. Yes, it's a big story actually coming out of London right now, because when you think about it, it does, create waves. We're talking, of course, about Our Gracious Majesty the Queen, who we believe now is 100% COVID-free. So thank you to everybody that sent prayers, wishes, cards, and everything that you could towards Windsor Castle, where Our Gracious Majesty the Queen now resides. And obviously, it's a very worrying time for anybody. And truly, my prayers and thoughts go out to all of you who've suffered recently or continuing to suffer, because this pandemic has been an absolute living nightmare for so many people, hasn't it? Let's be honest. But of course, when you are a reigning monarch of 70 plus years with a certain age attached to you, lots of people indeed were very concerned, particularly in this Platinum Jubilee year. But now there's a story breaking over here about how Our Gracious Majesty the Queen has quit. But what has she quit? Well, according to them, she's basically quit the opportunity to continue living in Buckingham Palace. Now, when you think about this is truly a strange story in itself, because if you're across everything royal, as I'm sure you are if you watch this show, you will know that Buckingham Palace is currently going under a major refurbishment programme, about a 10-year plan in fact. When you look at it, some of the electrics have not been adjusted since after the war. Sounds a bit like my house, to be honest. Don't know why they're so worried. But more importantly, it's interesting because now they're saying that the Majesty the Queen will never return to Buckingham Palace to live. Well, let me give you the true story behind that particular background. Here it goes. Basically, Her Majesty the Queen does intend to return to Buckingham Palace and will on occasion stay over if required. Right now, she's based out at Windsor Castle, which is now her main home. It's about 25 miles away from the centre of London. And when you think about it, this is a home, it makes perfect sense for her to be there. You can understand that. So for the media to say that she's never going to be returning is not technically true. What is going to be happening is she will be, as rooms become available and fully refurbished, hosting sort of banquets, state balls, things like that. Major dignitaries that really do want to meet Our Gracious Majesty the Queen in possibly the most famous building in the world, Buckingham Palace. So to say she'll never return to live full time, well, that's a bit of a stretch. At her age, would she really now want the upheaval again? But what we do know, of course, is once he becomes king, King Charles, alongside the Queen Consort Camilla, will move into Buckingham Palace on a full-time basis while undertaking the job of monarchy. As ever, it's good to clear this up, and thank you so much for watching. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.